Today, we're tackling a question that really trips authors up, and especially for so many nonfiction authors. And that is, what is your book's theme? Now, before you start panicking, you don't have to suddenly turn into a literary scholar to write the next great American nonfiction book. But trust me, whether you're writing a business book, self-help guide, or memoir, your theme is really the invisible glue that holds everything together for you and for your audience. Without it, your book is like a cake that's missing an ingredient or has too many ingredients. You think it's going to be delicious, but then it falls apart in the oven. And then you're left wondering why you ever started baking the cake in the first place. So today we're making sure your book rises to the occasion. Pun absolutely intended there. So let's break down how to find, develop, and refine your nonfiction book theme so your book isn't just a collection of ideas. It's a cohesive, compelling, and unforgettable read. This is Your Path to Publish. I'm your host, Zach Christensen. For the past decade, our team has guided authors just like you to find the best path to publish your book, get people excited to buy it even before it launches, and to turn it into the ultimate business card to build your business and your legacy. If you are ready to get your book out of your head and into people's hands, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. All right, well, let's start with the most obvious question. Why does the theme even matter? Well, think of your book like a road trip. You've got all these great stops planned along the way. There's fun stories, insightful research, and a lot of history that you can explore. But without a theme or a direction of what you're trying to focus on, you're just driving in circles, burning gas, and confusing your passengers, also known as your readers. So your theme is your GPS. It keeps you on track and ensures that every chapter, every paragraph, and every story you tell is guiding your reader toward a clear destination. Now, if you're still not convinced, let's look at a few books as examples. First is the book Rest, Why You Get More Done When You Work Less, by Alex Sujung, Kim Pang, and Adam Sims. This book is clear even just by its title. It illustrates that deliberate rest is essential for productivity, creativity, and long-term success. So everything throughout that book focuses on that theme of getting rest. Another example is The Upside of Stress by Kelly McGonigal. Their case and theme is stress isn't always harmful. It can be transformed into a powerful force for growth. So here's the good news. Your theme is probably already in your book idea. You really just have to uncover it and decide what are going to be the guardrails to keep you within your theme. Let's break it down in 3 simple steps. First is think about your core message. Ask yourself, what do I want my readers to walk away with? If my book had a billboard, what would it say? This should be one clear idea. If your answer is something like, well, I want my book to help people live a better life, be successful, make money, eat healthier, be more productive, and also I'll talk about my dog. Well, we've got some work to do. Second step is look for patterns in your content. If you've been blogging, coaching, or you give speeches or keynotes, look for the recurring themes of what you say and what people are giving you feedback on. What are people coming up to you afterwards and asking you about the most? What topics light you up and keep you engaged? Are there phrases or stories that you always come back to as examples that you're sharing with your audience? Chances are that your theme is really hiding in plain sight. As I've been working on my personal book right now, I have discovered that what I'm really essentially talking about with the theme of my book is it's having a growth mindset as an author. Pretty simple, but it's clear. And then I'm going to talk about what gets in the way of that growth mindset. And then step 3 is getting feedback from others. Sometimes we just get too close to our own work to see the big picture. That's why feedback from others is absolute gold. So along the writing process and the ideation process, you're going to be able to go out and ask beta readers, what's the biggest takeaway from my book manuscript? You can ask colleagues, If I had to sum up my message in one sentence, what would you say that is? Now, once you've nailed down your theme, you're going to want to just hold on to it for dear life because it will keep you focused as you write your book. Think of it as your compass. If you're unsure about a chapter or what needs to go into it or what needs to be removed, ask, does this reinforce my theme? Would my reader benefit from this at this stage of the journey in the book? And if the answer is no, guess what? You might need to table that or put it in an absolute different book. Let's talk about your book structure, because the way you present your content can either strengthen your theme or make it really disappear faster than my willpower at a dessert buffet. Here's 2 ways that you could structure your nonfiction book. First is the problem solution framework. Present a problem your reader faces. Show them why it matters. Deliver the solution. This method keeps your theme front and center because everything revolves around solving that one problem. Next is chronological order. This is great for memories or investigative books. It really lets the theme unfold naturally over time and does provide a bit of a mystery. And then there's readers. Readers see how things evolved and how key lessons really emerge from it. And with this chronological order, you're able to tell a story that readers see how things evolved over time and how the key lessons really emerged from it. So whatever it's one of these 2 structures or a different structure, pick one that best supports your theme and stick with it. Now, once you've got your theme and you've been able to write your draft around that theme, it's time for maybe a potentially hard truth. Editing. But don't worry about editing. Just remember these 2 golden rules. One is cut out the fluff. If a section doesn't directly support your theme, it's got to go. Ask yourself, does this move my theme and reader forward? If not, cut it, repurpose it, or save it for another book. Second is read aloud for clarity. If a passage sounds off, it probably is. Reading out loud really helps you catch awkward phrasing, helps you match to see if your voice is coming through and if the theme is still shining through. You want to get some professional editing to help, but if you're doing self-editing, these are great ways to begin. And then just remember, at the end of the day, your theme really isn't just for you. It's for you to keep you engaged, but it's also for your readers. A strong theme makes your book memorable. It makes your message stick. Just look at the example of Mel Robbins right now. The let them theory is catching on like wildfire. And really, there's a lot of crossover with her book and the concept of your circle of concern and your circle of influence. It's just put in a different way with a different process and different examples, but it's very memorable. So think about the nonfiction books that have changed your life. Chances are they had one clear, powerful theme that resonated with you. And your book has that same potential. All right, so let's do a quick recap of everything that we've gone over. Your theme is the glue that holds your book together. Go out there and find your theme by reflecting on your core message that you want to convey. Look for patterns in what you're talking about and what you learn about with your content and theme, and get feedback. Develop it early to save time and stress later. Pick a structure to reinforce your theme and cut the fluff out during editing. Now, for your homework, I know, don't you love homework? Take 10 minutes today and write down your book's theme in one sentence. And if you're struggling with this, let's chat. Share your theme on the Juxtabook Author Edge community, or send us an email or reach out and schedule a free complimentary one-on-one consultation. Let's really refine it together. And if you found this episode helpful, hit subscribe and leave a review. It helps more authors find this show. Thank you for listening today and joining. Until next time, keep writing, keep creating, and remember, the world needs your book.